Hi, I'm Darlene.
I'm Marty.
Guess where we are today?
It's not Mexico.
It's not Mexico.
We're in Paris.
Paris, France. Woohoo!
So on our anniversary, Marty surprised me with a trip to Paris, France. And we leave in 2 days.
This is where we're buying our tickets to go on the train that will take us into Paris, and then we'll transfer onto the subway from there. There's a whole slew of these machines lined up. All you do is, once you're through security, just follow the sign that says train. And this is the subway system. It's very well marked, pretty easy to get around. Just have to know the name of the place at the end of that line. It's all color coded and numbered.
We stayed at the Derby Eiffel Hotel. It's about a 10-minute walk from the base of the Eiffel Tower. It's a 6-story boutique style hotel. It's really cute. It does have a small elevator.
Okay, now I have to show you how close we are to the Eiffel Tower. The red awning is our hotel right there. Watch this. There it is.
What's this?
The Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel Tower is one of the most famous landmarks in the world, and it was built in 1889, designed by Gustave Eiffel. The tower is 300 meters tall, and at the tip it reaches 330 meters. The Eiffel Tower is one of the most popular tourist attractions and has panoramic views of Paris from the observation decks. The tower has 2 restaurants, a souvenir shop, a museum, a champagne bar. It has washrooms and water fountains as well. The one thing I will say is make sure that you purchase your tickets online in advance. If you don't have tickets in advance, you could wait up to 2 hours just to get up to the tower. At nighttime, they illuminate the tower and it sparkles for 5 minutes every hour on the hour. So I suggest going in the daytime and at night. Next up is Montmartre. It is located on a hill 130 meters above the city, so it has a wonderful panoramic view of the skyline. You can take the funicular up the hill, which is kind of like a motorized streetcar, or you can walk up the steps. Either way, wear comfortable shoes. This area is a charming historic district famous for its artistic and romantic atmosphere. It's also home to the Basilica of the Sacred Coeur, the Sacred Heart. It's a white domed church that pretty much dominates the landscape up there. Beautiful. There's lots of colorful, lively streets where you'll find art galleries, cafes, studios, shops. The main square there is where you can find artists just sitting there painting portraits and landscapes. You can buy some that they've already got done, or they'll even paint one for you. The other thing right in that area is the Moulin Rouge. You might want to take a show in there. The Arc de Triomphe is a magnificent monument in Paris. It stands at the western end of the Champs-Élysées, one of the most famous avenues in the world. It's also the focal point of a large roundabout called Place Charles de Gaulle, from which 12 avenues radiate. It was commissioned by Napoleon in 1806 to celebrate his military victories, but it wasn't completed until 1836 after his death. Beneath the arch lies the tomb of the unknown soldier from World War I, and it's marked by an eternal flame.
Hit that like button, and if you'd like to help us grow our channel, please subscribe.
How about a scenic cruise down the Seine River? There are many different options for cruising on the Seine River depending on your budget, time, and preference. You can sit inside or outside, and it's an hour long. It's going to go down the river one way and back on the other side. There's commentary the whole time as well.
These are those river cruise boats that go all through Europe. There's about 3 of them parked here. So if you're wondering what they're like, this is it. These are the Viking ones.
Seine River is France's longest third river, extending 485 miles. There are 37 bridges in Paris across the Seine River. The river still supplies about half of the water used in Paris. If you're an art lover, you must go to the Louvre. It's a world-famous museum and art gallery in Paris. It's housed in the former royal palace and dates back to the 12th century. There's over 35,000 pieces of artwork here, including some very famous ones like the Mona Lisa, Venus de Milo. The Louvre also has magnificent architecture, including a glass pyramid at its entrance and a long gallery along the Seine River. Can't even describe to you how huge this place is. We spent several hours one day going through the Musée de l'Armée Invalides, or the Military Museum. It was founded in 1905 and is home to one of the world's most extensive military history collections, with close to 500,000 pieces, all the way from the Bronze Age to the 21st century. You can purchase tickets here when you walk up. You don't have to purchase tickets in advance. You can go on a guided tour or just go around on your own, which is what we did. The Dôme des Invalides is where you will find the tombstone of Napoleon Bonaparte. Okay, here's my final thoughts on Paris. The weather was perfect. We were able to walk around with just a t-shirt and shorts on just about every day. It was very easy to get around by subway and trains. very clear instructions on how to do everything and get everywhere. They also had e-bikes and electric scooters on just about every corner. The city was very clean and very organized. We found the people to be very friendly. The old buildings and the architecture is absolutely breathtaking. The whole atmosphere was very relaxed, even though we were busy every single day. And the food was to die for. This is just a small snippet of things that are available to do in Paris. Honestly, there's so much more to do. I will say, Marty, you did a great job planning and booking everything for us. We both had a great time. What are we doing for our next anniversary?